Because they 100% believed if I played those games, I was going to be
Jaythestrawhat.
And because of this, for majority of my childhood, I was on a strict
chilling, watching YouTube. Some of these creators on here, they're pretty damn good.
And since my brother felt so bad,
but yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. And then after we do that for a little bit, we're going to switch to the gameplay, and then we're going to go from there.
Just watching him watch tutorials on how to beat the bosses. And when he would play, I probably spent more time looking at the death screen and the face of my disappointed brother than the actual gameplay. You see, God of War is one of those games where if you're not built for it and you put the difficulty on Titan mode, you're never gonna see the end of the game. And after I watched my brother get baptized by the second boss of the game for 2 hours straight, I realized something. Yeah, he's not built for this. So now my brother's just standing there, face to face with the death screen for the 100th time tonight. And if I'm being honest, he looks like he's about to go insane. He's sweating, he's breathing hard, his eyes are red. Like, right now would be the worst time to say anything stupid. Can I play? Yeah, you can play, go to your room before I pick you up. Okay, so right now we can still easily leave this situation and prevent anything from happening. But did I? Don't get mad at me because your ass is the game. What'd you say? Now you think I would have realized the situation I'm in. But did I? I said, don't get mad at me because you're... And before I even finish my sentence, my brother launches the controller at me like a Hall of Fame pitcher. The form, the speed, the delivery, the intent, phenomenal. The controller slams into the wall right next to my face and falls apart like a bunch of Lego pieces. And in my 9 years of living, this was the closest I'd ever been to death. So I started crying. We want to stop crying. Don't tell mom. Okay, wait. Okay, you wanna play? Just stop crying. Yeah, I never stopped crying. Now, next sibling is my only sister, Momo. Now, this is the real artist of the family. Compared to her drawings, my drawings are straight buns. Like, my drawings are family. This is the real... Now, next sibling is my... only sister, Momo. Now, this is the real artist of the family. Compared to her drawings, my drawings are straight buns. Like, look at these. But shout out my sister, though. The main reason and person that motivated me to start this channel. So yeah, overall, she's a nice person. But this one time, so during elementary, we had this neighbor named Jay, and he was my brother David's best friend. And Jay owned everything. Any game, any shoe, anything, he had it. He also fought, cussed, and did literally whatever he wanted to. So to a 9-year-old, he was the coolest nigga in the neighborhood. So we used to always hang out in Jay's backyard because it had a built-in playground, a trampoline, and a slide. All the good stuff. And we were like probably playing tag or something. I don't really remember. I was 9. But I do remember as we were playing tag, Jay goes into his house, comes out with a 10-foot thick HDMI built wire and yells, "Extreme tag!" And Jay just whips the absolute soul out of my brother's back. I look down at my brother and I'm not sure if he's still breathing. I look up at Jay and he's looking me dead in my eyes. Then he just starts running full speed at me. I take off and I'm just yelling at the top of my lungs. Now remember, Jay's house is right next to mine, so I decide, come on, David's gone. We have to make it home for the both of us. But before I can escape Jay, my sister walks in through the entrance. Paradise, mom's car. Jay swings the wire and it hits my sister right in the face. Like I said before, I have a very sweet sister. Like, she's super nice and she's not the type of person to really ever get angry. This is what I thought. So she's just standing there, saying and doing nothing. I hear a couple sniffs and I see a tear roll down her cheek. Bro, Jay, what is your problem? She's not even playing. Rules are rules. If you step into the arena, but before Jay can even finish his sentence, my sister snatches the whip and starts going crazy. The form, the velocity, the anger. But now you know. What are you doing? Don't cry. Extreme tag, right? Nah, don't run. See, at first I was like, yeah, Momo, get your revenge. But then Jay started crying, and my sister still didn't stop. Yo, she's really about to kill Jay. Wait, hold on. Is she smiling? So eventually my sister stops and storms out of the backyard. I look at Jay and he looks unrecognizable. Like it looks like he just lost 25 years of his lifespan. You guys aren't my friends anymore. Next sibling is my brother David. And y'all probably heard this name in countless other animations. And out of all of our siblings, we got in the most trouble together. We collected ass whoopings like championship rings. Like a small list of all the dumb games we used to play consists of pushing each other down the stairs in laundry baskets, pouring oil on the floor and skating in our socks, spying on our other siblings and trying not to get caught, and damn near burning the house down trying to have cook-offs. Just two idiots. But this one time, me and Dave were playing this game we made up called Anime Fights. It was a game where you pick an anime character and you fight each other. Nigga, I was 9.
Bring the beats with premium. Download and bring your music anywhere so you can dance to high-quality music without hearing ads. Mix up your playlist with song recommendations from Smart Shuffle, or take total control of your listening with unlimited skips and previews. Experience music without limits. Tap the banner to get started.
Hi, I'm David Farrier. You might know me from Netflix's Dark Tourist or the documentary Tickled.
And I'm Rob. I produce shows like Arts Expert, We're Here to Help, The Lonely Island of Seth Meyers podcast.
We also have a weekly podcast called Flight the Spirit on Spotify, where every week we explore a new topic that makes America America. From leaf blowers to emo music, capital punishment to Spaceman Barry.
We cover a new, oddly American topic each week.
And because it's America, I don't think we're going to be running out of topics anytime soon.
So watch now and every Tuesday on Spotify.
But the one thing me and David didn't realize at this time was it was 1 a.m. on a school night, and our dad was sleeping directly downstairs from us after working a 12-hour shift, and we're playing. So as the fight goes on, me and David are now facing each other. We're face to face, both of us hungry to win. But then I see this tall, steep, black, menacing figure just appear right behind David. David? Shut up. I don't want to hear it. And then my dad just annihilates the fuck out of David with no remorse or right in front of my face. I look up and I see the end of my future in my dad's eyes. His theme music starts playing and his health bar just shows up. Yo, is my dad about to murder me? Wait, hold on. Am I supposed to fight this nigga? And that was probably the worst whooping I ever got in my life. Thanks for making it to the end of a video. Low-key, I haven't done one of these end cards in a very long time, so I just wanted to throw in some updates. So May 1st is going to be the first official day that I ever go live on Twitch, so just be tuned in for that. Make sure you follow the Afar Paradise Live, the Afar Paradise POV, and the Afar Paradise VODs to be in touch with all of that. If you don't really care about that, you just want animations, then just stay here. It's okay, perfectly fine. Also, join the Discord to join the community. We already got 340 members. I want to see 500 by the end of the year. That is a crazy statement to make. But yeah, I just want to say thank y'all for watching my videos. Thank y'all for just sticking around because I know it'd be taking forever to make videos. I just want to say I love y'all so much. I'm sure in enough time that I can drop 2 more videos. I want 2 videos, this one and then 1 more. But that's all the updates I got right now. Love y'all so much. Don't forget to share this with a friend because remember, you have amazing taste. I'll catch you on the next one.
I just heard that shit, I'm telling you I'm ruined. Already put that on my mama, I ain't doing. Baby, get up out that green, you so influenced. I just rap and get my bag, I thought you noticed. You want hand up, bring her head and open choice. She said lay without no cause like she a notice. Ate that dick for breakfast, lunch, I opportunist. I can't slide when I'm like I think I glued it. Stand up, dig, I told Becky slide through and floated. Wish like me, yeah, we ride them cause let's make a movie. Soda flat, I pour my drink up in some tootie. And my feelings writing songs, I feel like Tuesday.
Yeah.
What's that? I just built a budgeting app in base 44. Guys, Nina just built an app. Impossible. You're not getting code. You don't understand.
But yeah.
It can now.
So you're saying we
I don't know what I did, but I fixed the problem.
I gotta
So.
just built an inventory
of happiness. The eyes of a man that has never heard, "I am proud of you." This was not a person I wanted to mess with. And if he ever figured out about my existence and my late night FaceTime calls with his wife, there was no doubt in my mind that he would come to the store and... When you get older and you're outside of high school, working a job is one of the only natural ways you still have a making friend. I don't know, it's something about being in a closed space with a bunch of people that all equally don't want to be here that just creates everlasting friendship. But once you get out of school, it gets rough. Like, for you to go make friends, you have to go out of your way, which most of the time, you just end up looking weird. Let me paint you a picture. Let's say you're at your local pool. You with your friends, chilling, swimming, whatever. And a random shirtless grown man walks up to you like, "Yo, bro, I saw you guys over there having some fun.
So,
those guys are pretty cool.
welcome to the stream, yeah, the stream, big stream shit. Yeah, man, I just started. Whoever that is watching.
Soul-crushing awkwardness. Or maybe that's just me. So this story takes place 3 months after the whole Papa situation I went through. And I'm right back to being broke in the most expensive state in the U.S. Like, I'm surviving off my $325 monthly deposit. What you think is a lot of money until you see the way I used to spend it. And if you don't know what EBT is, good for you. So during this time, our roommates/basketball teammates were David, my brother, and Brian, my friend from high school, who also came to California for basketball. They both used to work the security job, and they were always talking about how easy the job was and how good the pay was. But let me explain.
Man, I swear to God, I had a great fucking day today, and the reason being is because it was so fucking quick in my personal life. Like, that shit was quick as fuck. I was in and out, and we didn't really have to fucking do much today. Like, you know, a couple of things went here, a couple of things went there. Fuck it, shit, a couple of things over there. You know, it was a good day. It's a pretty fucking good day. Hey, look, if y'all are watching, please hit that follow button for me. Please. I work hard for this. I'm not begging this shit, but, like, you know, please fuck with your boy. Your boy on big boy shit, you feel me? Big boy shit. Now, come on. Hit that follow button. God.
And I'm saying security guard, but they didn't even give you a weapon. So realistically, you're just a guy in a Halloween costume at night in front of an expensive store. It's almost like you're asking to get your. So because of this, I knew I had to find my own job, which I ended up finding a couple weeks later on the way to school. And it was like a thrifting, Goodwill, electronics type of store. We're just gonna call it pharmacies because if I give you the actual name, you'll basically know where I live. So speed through and I fill out the application. And this time, I didn't have to lie because the person interviewing me was the owner, and this guy was almost concerningly desperate for me to start working. But it made sense when he told me I was gonna be working Monday through Fridays, night shift. Now, the shift was in graveyard shift bad, but we closed at like 2 a.m. and we left around 3. So my sleep schedule did take a hit, but it wasn't zombie face, cracked lips, or eye bags for days bad. But still, working that late at night had its own pros and cons. Like, on one hand, you get little to no customers, peaceful nights, and you're really just getting paid to chill. But on the other hand, you can end up dealing with some real deal lunatics. And to make it worse, I had to walk home. I'm lying. I ended up stealing my roommate's bike, and once I got off work, I would haul it home. I wasn't gonna risk it. Hey, long, let me out real quick. What shoe size you is? So with all this going on, I bet you're thinking, so what made it all worth it? But pay, bro, I used to get paid $17 an hour. Them bi-weekly checks used to hit, and money was good. Whatever mama asked for, she got. I'm telling you, I used to be in the mirror practicing money spreads. And also, I had the top 1 best co-workers of all time. For starters, there was only 4 of us that worked the night shift. 1 staff leader/manager, 3 regular employees, and the manager was really just whoever worked there the longest. Like, me and the manager were around the same age, and he was really chill as hell. Like, he let me use my phone. We had no customers. We played Clash Royale during our breaks. Manager of the year. The 3 employees would just be assigned different jobs at the store, and of course, I was never on the cash register for obvious reasons. I would take the clothes and the electronics from the back and put them on the shelf for customers. Then always was the guy who worked in the back. He handled sorting out all the clothes and the electronics that got dropped off to us. He was also very chill. And the last person worked the cash register, and that was Cece. Cece was this 5'6", 5'7", 20-year-old black and Puerto Rican girl with a mean face. Like, it looked like she'd cuss you out just for saying hi. I don't know why, but that shit was so plus. There was just something about it that was just different. Okay, so this is the part where you went up to her and talked to her, right? Yeah. Now, shooting your shot at a party and then shooting your shot at your job are 2 completely different things. If I get rejected at a party, I'm never gonna see you again. For the sake of my confidence, you no longer exist. But at work, you get rejected and you have to see her face every day as a constant reminder.
Brian is the best content marketing team lead I've ever worked with. But before he created his content calendar using Monday.com, his strategy was, let's just get something out. Now with Monday.com, he easily created a board to plan and coordinate the whole team's assets. It has everything a content team needs: due dates, channels, media types, files, and AI auto-translate, all in a flexible calendar view that maps out the entire quarter. So now Brian is chill. He has everything he needs to manage his content team with confidence. And I can finally focus on what I do best: sitting in a dark room, listening to lo-fi music and writing content.
hellos, no how's your days. If she walks by, I say no. If she slips, I look the other way. If she sneezes, I say poo. Not taking any risks. So this lasts for a couple weeks, but one night, it's late, no customers. Me and my manager are playing Clash Royale, and as we're playing, we hear yelling coming from across the store. And the yelling doesn't stop. So at this point, me, Lloyd, and my manager are all trying to figure out what's going on. So we look and we see Cece going back and forth with somebody on the phone. She hangs up, pulls out her vape, and starts smoking. Is she allowed to do that in here? What? You want to stop her? So after some time, me and Lloyd are walking past the cash register. And as Cece sees us, she goes, "Man, really ain't you good? What happened?" Cece then goes on this long story about how her ex is crazy and stalking her. He's trying to hack into her social medias and all this crazy stuff. But all I heard was, "Yeah, I'm single and I'm waiting for like a real man to come and talk to me. Like a guy with an inconsistent relationship. Yeah, like gone for months, like just neglecting his audience. I need that." So while Cece keeps explaining the story about her ex, Lloyd ends up leaving to go do his job. So now it's just me and Cece. And to keep the convo going, I just keep asking the dumbest questions. Okay, so y'all took a break. Yes? And while y'all were on the break, you were talking to each other.
Hit me with that follow button, chat.
I can't be mad. I can't be mad because where I decided it is the perfect time to take a half-court shot that I have never practiced before. Damn, we got close. Let me just get your numbers so you can explain the rest of the FaceTime. I have never practiced that shot. That was off the muscles. Now, even though I said it, I was fully expecting it. What, nigga? Ew, boy, you are not smooth. Stop. But nah, she was like, okay, give me your phone. So she takes my phone, types in a number, calls herself, then saves my contact, Doreen. So we close shop and I go home. So I'm on my apartment by myself, and it just doesn't work. So as I'm eating my favorite home breakfast, sliced bread, hot dog, and barbecue sauce, turns up, dead calls. Hey, what's up? What you doing? I just got home, so I'm chilling. So me and Cece end up staying up till 5 a.m. talking about life, goals, and of course, her ex. We end up falling asleep on the phone. So the next day, I was up around like 2 p.m. because that's what night shift we do. And I immediately call my homeboy back in Texas because I'm kind of confused about the situation from last night. And I explained the whole story to him, beginning to end, every single detail. So what you think? Man, I don't know. I mean, she could like you, or she just using you to get about her ex. Okay. So you're saying she likes you? Yeah, or she's just using you to get about her. Hello? And this continued for weeks. I drove to work, I worked the night shift, and when the store started driving down, I chopped up the CC until it was time to close. And anytime we talked, whether it was at work or on the phone, without fail, we ended up talking about her ex. And the more we talked about her, the more I started to despise this nigga. It was like having a fly buzzing in you. And no matter how much rage you spray at it, no matter how many times you swing the fly swatter at it, you can't get rid of this buzzing fly just in your ear. So fast forward, and I walk into work, and I'm just not in the mood to talk or hear about Cece's ex-boyfriend right now. But of course, sure enough, without fail, paradise! Tell me why my ex was going on my phone the other day on no call ID, trying to blah, 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 blah. So growing up, I watched a lot of Suzy, and I was always impressed on like how he moved around girls that had boyfriends or dealing with some type of crazy age. So anytime I'm in a tough situation, I'd always try to get in control with Suzy. But in this moment, I don't know if it was the constant night shifts finally taking its toll on my soul or all that hell that was taking from me. This is what shit went to my head.
Trying to write with non-stop pings? That's where Grammarly comes in. With an AI chat that helps you meet every moment. See? No sweat. Make your writing sound more knowledgeable or precise, or generate text more every day. With Grammarly's Humanizer, it's easy to nail just the right tone.
And that takes exactly how it will live. Good job.
Work smarter with Grammarly.
I'm not Suzy. Like your man is cheating on you. You might have to keep on going back. Or both.
Alright, here we go.
That doesn't care about you. Jesus Christ. Oh, looking back at the story now, I'm cringing just saying this. But now this is where everything went downhill. I mean, it's hard not to. We were together for 4 years. 4 years? That is 1,460 days. In all of our conversations, she never not once mentioned they were together for 35,040 hours. That is not an ex-boyfriend. That is your husband. I promise you, no matter how great of a guy you think you are, or how hard you work, or how many dollars you bring her, you are not beating time. The main reason most people stay in unhappy relationships is because nobody wants to go back and restart the what's your favorite color stage. So here's your advice for the day. If he or she has an ex that they've dated for 4+ years and they're not MIA or just nowhere to be found, they are 75% working behind the scenes and you just don't know. It's so hard to stay mad at him because, you know, he's like my dream man. Dream man? Dream man? For the past month, she never referred to him as the dream man. What is happening? It feels like it's overkill. I feel like I'm being pranked. Cece then pulls out her phone and shows me her wallpaper. Come on, don't my man look good? Bro, the entity of pure evilness that I saw on that phone was beyond me. Let me give you the rundown of what Cece's dream man looked like. All right, let's take King Von. Now let's make him dark skinned. Now let's give him tattoos all the way up to his neck, plus face tats, that is tattoos on his face. Like, you know the type of nigga you have to be to get face tats. But that's not all. Now give him the eyes of a man that has never seen or heard or felt an ounce of happiness. The eyes of a man that has never heard, I am proud of you. This was not a person I wanted to mess with. And if he ever figured out about my existence and my late night FaceTime calls with his wife, there was no doubt in my mind that he would come to the store and end me. So I finally snapped back to reality, and Cece goes, Paradise, what do you think I should do? In this moment, I was faced with two options. Either convince this girl to end her 4-year relationship and stop going back and forth with her ex, which would probably most definitely get me shot, or just do what you feel is best. Almost immediate regret in saying that because she ended up right back with her ex the next day. And even though this didn't end our friendship, it just made things different. There was no point in playing therapist to someone who doesn't want help. In the famous words of J. Cole, don't save her, she don't want to be saved.
I just heard that shit, I'm telling you I'm ruined. Already put that on my mama, I ain't doing. Baby, get up out that gram, you too influenced. I just rap and get my bag, I thought you noticed. You want a hand, I'll bring a hand and open truths. She said lay without no cause like she a nudist. Ain't that different breakfast, lunch, like opportunist. I can't slide with all my Glock, I think I glued it. Stand up, dig, I told Becky slide through and floated. Wish like me, you, we riding cause let's make a movie. So the flat, I put my drink up, it's some tootie.
War in America?
The president and the leadership at DHS, the leadership of the White House, Tom Homan, Stephen Miller, they know how critical it is right now. To save America, we have got to remove these dangerous individuals. This is all related. The radical Marxists, the radical Islamists, they want to remake America, and they want to allow other people to vote who are non-citizens. I'm the lead author of the SAVE Act, to ensure that only citizens, American citizens, vote in American elections.
The House Freedom Caucus led the fight to pass the Save America Act, and President Trump is totally on board.
I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act to stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections.
The House Freedom Caucus supports Chip Roy's bill. Call your senator and tell them to pass the Save America Act. Freedom Caucus Fund is responsible for the contents of this ad.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, then why not build an app that gives me endless app ideas? So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in ChatGPT, and then I drop the prompt directly into Base 44. It gives me super detailed structure. And here it is. Everything I laid out in detail as it goes. This is pretty awesome, but I want to make it playful. So I'm going to add a swipe left and swipe right interface. The same usability we all know. Now I'm going to add one more feature. So every idea that I favorite will turn into a kickoff prompt to start building the app itself. And that's it. Just come up with your idea.
What's up, chat? Alright, so this game is called fucking Drakengard, and it's a really good game, bro. It's a really fucking good game. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah.
During high school, it used to seem like the smallest things mattered the most. Like everyone was so caught up on trying to be cool and trying their hardest to avoid being late. But once you get older, you realize none of that matters because you are officially face to face with what I call real world problems, like bills, unplanned kids, or worst of all, balding. Like once you start balding, you're at the finish line of life. Like this is when you know life is really new. You and Minoxidil are looking like
oh shit.
You and that derm roller are looking like a dynamic duo. I wouldn't wish balding on anybody. Besides like Chris Brown, I feel like some people just deserve it. But during middle school, the only thing that mattered for me were shoes. Jordans, Hirachis, Roshi ones, foam posits. If you own one of these shoes, you will automatically deemed like royalty in school. Okay, so I can only give my number to one of y'all. Paradise or this homeless guy with foam posits on? Okay, surely there's no way I don't get picked right. Man, this is a hard choice. A hard choice.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, man, I'm trying to bring this big ass. It's one of those little blimps, and like the fucking soldiers are getting away and shit. Yeah, there we go.
With my mom, praying to God to make me cool. God, please, I'm begging you, just give me a sign that I will be cool. Okay, I don't think that was it. God, Steve, one small sign. That's all I need. Oh, okay, I can't really hear you. Like, I think like your mic's lagging. Just give me one more sign. Like, I can almost promise you, if a random higher being alien
Finna blow them up too, shit. Hit that follow button for you, boy. I stream all the time, all the time, all the time.
Pure desperation. So once I realized getting expensive shoes will make me cool, I already knew exactly what I had to do. I had one problem though. I don't know how some of y'all rich people move, but for me, I only get expensive things 2 times during the year, which is my birthday or Christmas. And since none of these 2 holidays were anywhere near, I had to find out how to ask my African dad for $300 for a pair of shoes without sounding like a complete dumbass. As soon as I slip it, I already know exactly how it'll go. Dad, what is it? So, you know how school is starting to?
Yes! As a matter of fact, you start studying and reading your books.
What am I supposed to do? Yes, I will, but I was wondering if I can get something for school.
You have already got you a backpack and a book. What else do you need, huh?
Some shoes to fit in better.
What shoes are you talking about? How much do they cost? What's the price?
300.
Eh? What?
Like $300.
My friend, if you don't just pick up
300
expensive shoes, I mean, it doesn't make no sense to me. It's just stupid. Huh? It doesn't make sense.
It's just stupid.
Go and tattoo confidence on your forehead. You become Captain Confidence. That's what you want. Those shoes make you fly? Huh? Are those shoes making you fast in the car?
I begged my dad to buy me some shoes. And this is how I knew I was like clout hungry goblin or whatever as a kid. So my dad asked me what shoes did I want. I didn't know what to say, so I just kept saying Jordan. When he asked, where do I get the Jordan? I said, I don't know. When he asked, what type of Jordans do you want? I said, I don't know. So I really just sent my dad on a journey to sail the 7 seas and find something he's never seen or heard of before. Because up until this point, he thought Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan were the same person. Look, we can't really blame them. Most Africans have it installed in their program to only watch bad quality Nollywood movies and CNN. So fast forward and school started. And for the first 2 weeks, everyone's showing off all the new shoes and the new clothes they got. And I had nothing but
confidence on your forehead.
Tatted on my forehead. Like, you really thought my dad was gonna go to find something he's never seen or heard of before in his life in a couple days while working a job? So fast forward a couple more days after that, and my dad comes home with a box in his hand. And inside the box was a fresh new pair of Jordan 11 Concords. Now, for the people that don't know the history behind this shoe, let me explain. When Jordan first came out with the 11s, the Concords were the very first colorway for the shoe. Lines for the shoes wrapped around the parking lot. And even if you managed to get lucky by the grace of God to get your hands on a pair of these shoes, the chances of you getting back to your car in the one piece is a flat out. Because when you get to your car, you have to find out 4 numbers, avoid 8 robbery attempts, and down to a 6 Gen 5 twin edge. Basically, you have to be dominant. I say all this to say, how did my dad manage to get these shoes with no battle scars? Like, there's no way we could have gotten these shoes, right? But there they were, right in front of me. So fast forward to the next morning, and I wake up excited to finally be cool. I get ready to put on my best fit, which is probably, absolutely, definitely, for sure, some bullshit. I head to school. So I get to school, and I watch the playground where everyone stands before going to class, and I patiently wait to be late. These weak need to see what I got on my feet. Like, this cost more than millions. Right? Like, don't see what comes? It's crazy. I think it's crazy. Eventually, people saw the shoes I had on, and for a full 30 seconds, I was the coolest nigga in school. One way to describe it?
Pretty from New York.
Yo, bro, hold on. I hear a voice coming from this guy who we'll call Archie. He was one of those rich kids who had all the shoes and knew everything about them, aka the shoe. Yo, Archie. If you want a great shoe, bro, then you can get in line. Yeah, those are fake. They feel like existence was just questioned. I just obtained was ripped out of my soul. Or brand logo. Ball in one hand or fitting through the MJ signature done. Simple. I look at my shoe, and on first glance, it looks the same. Jordan logo, ball in one hand, 4 fingers. I look a little harder, and I realize my Jordan has a BDL. Pause. Like, this shoe had everything else right, but then gave Jordan a back.
Extra beach time? Yes, please. Extra accessories? Obviously. Have extra everything. All for low rent. Be flighty. Spring break. Shop now at 5 Below.
GMC Acadia goes big on technology, so you can go big on adventure. Live your biggest life. GMC Acadia.
Pause. And it wasn't subtle. It was pause. Like, you really couldn't tell if it was MJ or Ice Spice on that. What the Pause. Where did Jordan get all his ass? There's no way my shoes are big. Maybe this is a BBL edition. Yeah, that would make more sense. And then it happened. Pause. Everyone is pointing and laughing at me. Are you seeing their crowd looking at front of us? I look at my Jordan logo. These BBLs still looking at me. And in my soul, I knew that exact moment I was never gonna be cool. And to make it worse, I had to keep wearing the shoes because I know my dad would have lost his mind if he journeyed across the world to get these BBL 11s and never saw me wear them after the first day. What's good, honestly? I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm not lying. I had so much fun making this one. I'm not lying. Y'all can probably tell. But also what I want to say is thank y'all so much for 100K. This is actually like so crazy. I'm filming this at the same time I hit it, so yeah, now y'all kind of know about I was kind of lazy the past couple months. I was looking kind of sick too. But thank y'all so much for 100K. And for people that actually come and look at this part of the video, like the little end credits, I have some announcements. First thing, I'm working with Discord right now. Once I get Discord, I'll probably drop it probably with the basic video. Also, go subscribe to the Paradise Live channel and the Paradise POV channel. We're gonna start using those real soon around maybe November, December, because I'm probably gonna get into streaming. But don't worry, not any more people that just focus on streaming and I forget my animation channel. The animations will always come first. I promise. This is my first love. It's never really gonna go away. So that's all we want to say. Go follow those. Go follow the two channels. Go join the Discord. Go follow the Instagram. Get a little interactive. We hit 10K. You know, I want to start shooting at Sky Jackson. Start taking half-court shots. But I just love y'all so much. And I'm so happy to be back making videos. I was kind of sick for the past 2 weeks. I had like the flu or something like that. But thank y'all so much. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I really mean it. Like, thank y'all so much for everything. Like, y'all did my dreams come true. And I just want to thank y'all so much. Obviously, I love y'all for everything. I think that's all I want to say. Love y'all. Make sure to share this video with a friend. Don't forget y'all amazing pace. I'll catch you on the next one. Being chopped, unattractive, punched, ugly. What are the benefits? Absolutely nothing. The other day I was going through YouTube's homepage and I seen a video trying to explain why being ugly was a superpower. A superpower? A superpower? Superman has superpowers. Spider-Man has superpowers. There's nothing super or powerful about being ugly. How do I know this? Because I played these games before. But before I get into my experiences, I have a hot take. Everyone is ugly. Wait, I take that back. What I mean is everyone has U-N-E, an ugly experience. A moment or experience that makes you think, damn, maybe I am ugly. And I don't care how good you look. Fine, gorgeous, extraterrestrial. You can't be everyone's type. Because of that, at some point in life, you'll end up having a UN. Like me personally, I know but you know, I've won a couple championships, you know, I've broken a couple records, I sniped a few ops. And even with all that, I've had my fair share of UNE. My first UNE was in 7th grade. This is back when Instagram rates, and to be honest, were in their prime. And for the handful of people that don't know what this is, back then, people were
how does our company go from coding to building security? We retool.
With millions of listings on apartments.com
And homes.com.
you're going to find virtually any place you can live.
It'd be quicker to list the places you can't. Like,
Or the path of a haboo. That
but otherwise.
you can live in. You're going to find it on apartments.com.
And homes.com. The place?
Find a place.
the IG burner accounts rate site. To be honest, that random people that see this post can sign up and say me. And the person that posted would send you a DM, rating you 1 through 10, and give you a to be honest blank. In 2016, this was like GTA 6 and Fortnite in its prime. So back in 7th grade, I had a crush on this girl called Hazel. And since it was 7th grade, obviously I was too scared to even look her direction. Like I'm 13 with raging hormones and I didn't know how my body worked. So I knew my only chance was to wait for her to post IG rates that's to be honest on Instagram. Again, during this time, everybody was doing this, so it was only a matter of time. So a couple weeks passed and I'm scrolling through IG on my buy one get 3 free plus a family plan Android, and I see Hazel post IG rates / to be honest. Oh, this is my chance. So I slide up in full confidence and say me, full caps, and hit send. A couple hours passed and I see Hazel. I'll never forget I had the biggest smile on my face, unlocking my buy one get 3 free plus family plan Android. I open IG and open Hazel's message and it reads, to be honest, in my whole main class, and you see A3, and uno, dos, tres, a flex. Before I besides SUBCRIBE. In 8 and 9, these are like the model, the type of people you see on TikTok go viral for lip syncing some out-of-date R&B song. 6, 7, the above average people. The people who normally say, hey, that person looks good. 5 are the average person. There's nothing too crazy, there's nothing bad about it. I don't care what you say. In my eyes, I don't believe any human being is below a 5 out of 10. Once you start saying a number below 5, you're comparing it to inanimate objects, like a doorknob. A doorknob is a 4 out of 10. You're gonna tell me a doorknob is better than me? Than a 3. A 3's gotta be like gum, but it's already out the wrapper, and it's chewed up a little bit. You're gonna tell me a chewed piece of gum is on the same level of attractiveness as me in 7th grade? Are you ridiculous? Now that was my first UNE, and it took me a while to recover from it. But let me tell y'all one of my worst and most recent UNEs. I'm talking a couple months to a year ago during summertime. So during summer, I like to fly back home to Texas to neglect my YouTube channel, go to parties, meet people, get in trouble. You know, the typical young, dumb, and college lifestyle. Don't blame me. Now let me tell y'all this. Parties are the #1 place for UNE. Because like I said before, you are not everyone's type, but you won't know until you shoot your shot. So now you're in a 50-50 situation. You're either gonna make the shot or you're gonna have an unbelievable experience. So on this day, I'm at a party with my brother and 2 of my friends, Theo and Tree. And normally, whenever I party, I like to wait for a girl to come to me first so I can get a little more confident, be a little bit more comfortable shooting my own shot. But on this day, we showed up late, so we didn't have time to wait. So I'm scoping around the party when I see this one girl, and I'm like, okay, she looks good. Alright, here it's daytime. So I walk up to her and I use the do you have a boyfriend minute. Alright, honestly, let me put y'all on. So when you're at a party and you want to shoot your shot, you have to move efficiently. A, the music is too loud to have an actual conversation. And B, you want to have a long conversation when you're in the middle of a party to have fun. So here's what you want to do. Hey, what's your name? KK, how about you? Paradise. Okay, Paradise, what you want? Nothing really. I just see them and I just look good. Yeah, so you got a boyfriend. Now let me explain why this method is perfect. 1, it's quick and to the point. 2, it gives her optionality. If you didn't know, some girls give their number out for the sake of their own safety. Like, imagine you're a 5'1", 100-pound girl, and some 6'9", swole, no neck, foaming from the mouth, unstable nigga asks you for your phone number. For the sake of your life, you better give that monster your phone number, because you don't know what he would do if he gets rejected. Remember, not everyone can handle a UNE. And because of this, girls give out what I like to call the pity phone number. Like, yeah, you got a phone number, but I promise you she's not gonna take it. So to avoid this, you ask, do you have a boyfriend? So now she has the ability to comfortably reject you. You get to avoid a pity phone number and protect your ego. So I feel like in the end, everybody wins. No, I don't have a boyfriend. Green, the boyfriend method never fails. Alright, I'm not trying to keep bothering you, so can I just get your number real quick before I leave? No. This was my first party like with the prom. The more L's you take, the harder it gets to even enjoy yourself at a party. 3 L's in a row, just go home. You lost enough. So a couple minutes passed, and I'm just trying to shake back from that L I just took. So I'm chilling with my brother on the wall, 2 hearts slept, and my brother goes, yo, Paradise, I know you see the 2 girls over there. Yeah, so? What do you mean so? That's a 2-man, bro. You know, I'm fresh off an L. Just let me take some time to heal. Bro, come on. The worst you can say is no. Pop that. Let me use you niggas to burst y'all bubbles. The worst you can say is not no. It can 100% get worse, I promise. So we walk up to the girls, and my brother starts a convo with them. They're laughing at his jokes, they're adding to his conversation, and I'm like, dang, my big brother's really in his bag. It was like watching Gordon Ramsay cook. Because no matter how difficult it is, no matter how hot the kitchen got, he was confident and comfortable. And as I'm watching this masterclass art, he starts focusing the convo on the girl like he's interested in. So that's my cue to talk to the friend, which is the one I want. Or before I can even open my mouth to ask, what is your name? She starts swinging her head side to side, nodding no. The worst
Find styles that feel more you than ever without compromise. That's what makes you you.
I see her walk up to my brother. They talk, they laugh for a couple seconds. She gives him her phone. He types his number. She hugs him and walks away. applying pressure to a girl who has zero interest in you. Hey, what's your name? Gigi. Where you from? Atlanta. Why you here then? School. You like Texas? Yeah. What you like about it? And that's all, folks. We're here with Gigi from ATL, here for school and loves Texas. Why? She doesn't know why. Back to you, Melissa. What's good, Odyssey? Y'all for watching another one of my videos. Y'all can tell I love to get fun making this one, I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot to do. But yeah, I just want to say thank y'all for watching my video. Keep watching and just thank y'all. Like, I also say thank y'all. I like talking to like entities, to the people that do stay in this. But also what I want to say is make sure you go follow the Paradise Live channel. Once we get 100K, I'm gonna start using that channel to stream, do all that kind of stuff. Get some on there, build the community, get closer. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna say thank y'all for watching another one of my videos. Make sure you share it with your friends. Don't forget to have an amazing case. I'll catch y'all in the next one.
Yeah, man, it's pretty fucking hot.
I trust you.
Being a landlord isn't easy. From listings to leases, rent collection to repairs, it's a lot to handle. That's why landlords like you created Avail. It has everything you need to manage your rentals like a pro. Fill vacancies fast with listings that get posted across top rental sites with just one click. Easily manage rental applications and get trustworthy background and credit reports. Ensure your tenants are the right fit every time. Close the deal with lawyer-approved, state-specific leases. Sign online, securely, from anywhere. Collect rent safely with funds deposited directly to your account. No more checks. No more stress. Track maintenance requests, manage repairs, and keep your books in order all in one place. And now, introducing Avail Messages, a game changer for landlords. No more lost texts. No more juggling emails. With Avail, every conversation with prospective and current renters is in one place. Organized. Hassle-free. From listing your property to signing leases, from collecting rent to keeping tenants happy, Avail is your one-stop platform for smarter landlording. Take control of your rentals. Try Avail for free today.
Okay, but make sure to bring your friend B. Okay, so quick word for y'all. Corey likes my friend we'll call B, and since most girls really don't like shooting their shots like that, she's always asking me to put in a good word since me and B are good friends. And that is all the lawyer need for this story. For sure, I'll let him know, so it's a two-man. Okay. You, don't call it a two-man. So I call B and let him know about the great news. So it's basically a two-man. Okay. Yeah. So me and B finished talking, and I go back to doing what I was doing before. A couple hours passed, and one of my best friends who called EO called me. Now let me tell you something about this. I call my best friend EO. Without a doubt, he is the #1 hater in my life. And don't get me wrong, I love hating too. Like, I love rage baiting niggas about sports I don't even watch. Man, I love the Houston Texans. That team's trash. So Jaythestrawhat trash. Tank Dell, wash. Nico Collins, nigga, are you joking? But we made it to the playoff. Are you gonna make it to the Super Bowl? Yeah, I mean, well, no. Yeah, you know what we're talking about, nigga. You're just all... As like, I love that. It's low-key something that I live for. Like, if I could make money off hating, I would. But EO is a whole new level of hater. It doesn't matter how good the news is. Before I find a way to hate. Like, he's so good that it's low-key impressive. Yo, I heard you and B are going in 2 minutes. As soon as I heard this, I knew the rest of my day was busted. Yeah, we're going on. Okay, that's cool. He's going with Cody, right? Yeah, he is. Okay, that's good for him, I guess. What about you, though? Please don't do this. I was big. What? What about you? I'm going with Cody's friend. Name's like Vanessa. That's a nice name. You got her ID? Yeah, but what? She doesn't post on it.
Oh, so she gave you an IG with no pictures on there. Oh, okay, splendid. But send you some pictures of her, right?
Did she send pictures? No,
there's no way.
Domain expansion.
For the next hour, I had to sit through EO straight getting on my ass and filling my brain with all the possible terrible outcomes of this 2 minutes.
Look, you set up. You can go there and a 45-year-old nigga named Steve is waiting for you.
At the end of the call, I didn't know what to expect from this 2 minute anymore, but I just decided I'll just go find out when the time comes. So fast forward, and it's the next day. I wake up and I see 100+ notifications on my phone. I don't get no notice. What's this? I look and it's a long thread of messages in a group chat with me, Tori, Vanessa, and B. So
oh shit.
The messages, I'm seeing messages from an unseen.
Oh shit, I'm getting hit. What is that?
But he better not be broke, and he better be paying for
Stickers.
For you? Paying for you? I don't even know you. So I keep scrolling, and they're talking about date IDs. I'm seeing State 48, go-karting, Top Golf. This is where I had to step in, because State 48, go-karting, Top Golf, I'm not Jeff Bezos. So I start texting back trying to prevent this blasphemy, but this unsafe number starts texting back like, if you ain't got no money, just say that. If you're broke, just say that. I'm broke? I'm not the type of person to lie. If I'm broke, I'm broke. I don't care. So after arguing for 2 more hours, we finally decide to go to the movie theaters. Good old, cheap old, easy to sneak into old theaters. So fast forward, and I'm in the movie getting ready. I put on my best outfit in case Steve is not actually Steve and he's like a 10 out of 10. So after some time, he pulls up and we start driving to the theaters. We get there and we call Tori to see where they're at. Yo, hey, how far are you?
We're close. Only like 10 minutes away.
I look at Steve and I'm like, bro, we want to go home? So I wasted all this gas for no reason.
Hope everybody's enjoying the stream so far. And sparkable conversation.
This is not my best moment, but y'all are my family, odyssey. So I'm gonna tell you the good and bad moments. I love y'all. They're great. So we're in the car panicking, and he goes, bro, I know you don't want to do.
My room? Yeah, it's next to mine. And watch.
And Charlie's bed can go right there.
Here?
Yeah. Cool.
And look, here's the yard.
Oh, we could have a trampoline.
Still no.
Oh no. What about your garden?
Oh. We planted it together. Just like before.
So it'll be like at your house?
It'll be whatever we want.
The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back? You've got some nerve showing up with your all-beef patties, grilled peppers, and jalapeno ranch. Oh, we just missed you, that's all. Whataburger Monterey Melt is back. Download the app. What a burger!
Do this, but I'm low-key trying to get with Tori. Just take one for me. And I'm like,
God don't. I built it, me, brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down. Just
come on, go back in that theater. Bro, so you're telling me we came for no reason? That is exactly what we did. Trying to get some Mickey D's on the way home? So as me and Peter are arguing, Tori calls, and all I hear is Vanessa in the background like,
You a bum nigga. You was born and you gon' die.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm just taking this because low-key I am in the wrong.
Alright, y'all niggas wanna play.
Corey, tell Caroline to give me this video and pay for me to go home like a little.
At this exact moment, we looked at each other and we both knew, yeah, this 2 minutes over. So we chilling at Dee's house, we're just talking about everything we just experienced. And as we're talking, he wants to speak with you. How is she supposed to speak with you? Imagine she pulls up. Imagine. My fault. How are you gonna leave and just not pay for me? You know what? Just let me slap you in the face. Is this girl crazy? And am I tripping? Or is she more pressed over a $10 movie ticket than me leaving her? And slap my face? Are you insane? I'm not in the mood to feel pain right now. I don't want to feel pain right now. She keeps yelling and spitting on me for 5 more minutes and then they get in the car and speed off. Me and Pete look at each other. They're just like, yeah, we need to go for it. Yo, what's good? Honestly, hopefully this video came out May 8th because I'm going to post a video every single week for the entire month of May. That's a challenge that I gave myself. Also, another thing I want to say, I do like to tell my girl stories because I have a lot of them, but I just don't want to keep spamming them all over my channel, stuff like that. I have 2 more after this one right here, then I'm going to dial them back. They're still going to be there, but not as like frequently, and they're posting every once in a while and stuff like that. But I like sharing my life with y'all. Now y'all understand how to see how to support hell. But yeah, videos every week, that's what I'm aiming for. The goal is to reach 100K in the middle of June, maybe July this year, and the only way I'm gonna get that is by being consistent. That is what I say. I love y'all. Make sure you don't forget you have an amazing taste. Odyssey on Odyssey.
Sister got money, coach, you wanna be my lady. Sister got money, why wouldn't these niggas I hate? Got to fuck out my crib, had to get my mind right. Keep it 40 right on my hip. Told the niggas I don't do no fight. Push 150 on the highway. 12 can't get me, I got no license, but I beat it up. When I hit first night, she said she like it. I would rather I die before I let niggas try and die. Got the Draco on my lap in case you niggas feeling mine. Took no layup, shoot that 2 for 3. I love my bitch, she my favorite. On the chest is double.
College. The place is going to seek career, further your education, and become a valued member of society. And if that's what you thought college was, you'd be completely wrong. College is full of parties, freaks, terrible decisions, and whatever junk food juices. But last but not least, the staple of college. What? A degree? No. Sneakiness. A situation where 2 people romantically pursue each other with 0 intention of getting into a relationship, which 10 times out of 10 ends terribly. And you're not safe because these are unavoidable. Nobody really plans a sleeping. It just happens. And your first one will be special. It's like your first girlfriend, but 100 times better. It's like dating someone minus all the headaches, the drama, and the unnecessary stress. And yeah, it sounds good on paper, but like I said before, terrible idea. So my first meeting was with a girl who will call T, and we met how everyone meets each other nowadays. The glorious internet. So as some of you already know, I go to a college out of state. And when I first moved into this college, I didn't know anybody besides my roommates who were already my friends from high school. So on this day, I was chilling in the apartment just scrolling on Instagram, and I see this girl's profile picture, and I'm like, damn, this girl looks like Coil Ray and Megan Thee Stallion had a baby. I keep looking at the profile picture, and I'm like, whoa, this girl goes to a school 8 minutes away from me. Okay. So I do my whole Instagram profile scan, and I see no man. Perfect. So now it's time to shoot my shot. So now we're in phase 1. We like 2 pictures, follow, and now we wait. I can't tell you the science or chemicals or potions behind this. I've seen one of my friends do it, and it is by far the most efficient way to get a follow back. So 30 minutes later passed, and then, oh shit, she followed me back. She actually followed me back. Yeah, I really didn't think I was gonna get this far. Now we move on to phase 2, the DM. I will text back as soon as I get the follow back. And what's my go-to text, you may be asking yourself? Hey. Now before you start hating in the comment sections, let me explain first. Hey is such a bland ass message that the only reason somebody would actually reply to this is if they were feeling you. That makes sense, right? Right? Left? Upside down? Cross? And me personally, I'd rather send something dry like hey than some TikTok ass yo mama, God send me here. And he just wanted me to let you know that we're meant to be here. Then you get screenshotted, post on her story, she blocks you for the funsies, and now you're about to feel like the lamest nigga on earth for 7 days. So I DM her saying, hey, and wait, 10 minutes pass, 15 minutes pass, 30 minutes pass, an hour passes, 2 hours pass, and now I'm just like, damn, maybe I am a lame nigga. So I just take my L and go to sleep, but I wake up the next morning, I see 3 Instagram notifications on my phone. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for everything. So I unlock my phone and go on Instagram, and I see a reply from T saying, hey, 3 Ys. Okay. You want me. see her in person. Mainly because this is where I was just starting my channel and I was super busy with editing videos. So on this one day, I'm on FaceTime with T just chilling, and my roommate Ryan is getting ready to leave to go see his third girlfriend. And as me and Bud talking about what movies him and his girlfriend see, T says, "Dang, Ryan's just gonna leave you all alone?" I mean, yeah, but like not really. He's gonna be back in a couple. You should just come over since you're probably bored. She said something like that. I don't fully remember. This happened last year. But I do remember opening my bank account and seeing my last $10 staring back at me. Opening up Uber and seeing the Uber cost $8.67. So I remember the Uber $8.67 broker. I started getting paranoid. Wait, what if this is a setup? What if this is a car Toronto? Sir, hello, sir, sir, hello, sir. Get out. So the Uber driver dropped me off in the middle of the campus, and I don't know where I'm at, so I called T.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
I am so. I have a dollar in my name, and this girl has wasted all my time. I can't even get back home. What am I gonna do? Well, these things calm down to make money until I. Wow. I can't go home. I can't go home. Hey guys. Hello. Hey guys. Hello. I look back and I can see T standing there smiling at me. And when I see her, it's like I just completely forget that I just bought a one-way ticket to this campus. Nothing else seemed to matter. So.
What the fuck?
I should figure out my ticket. So now we're walking around campus. She's showing me random parts of the school, and surprisingly, the conversation is going good. I'm saying surprisingly, because I suffer chronic awkward things. Like, if I need somebody to the most I can do is ask you where you're from. After that, you are going to be through this conversation like you're like you're done, or we're just going to stare at each other until one of us makes an excuse to leave. But we're walking, and the conversation is conversation. So we're walking, and the conversation is conversation. But a minor little detail I forgot to mention. During this time, it was mid-October in California, and I had a t-shirt and shorts on, and I'm Nigerian, from Texas. So for a regular person, they probably say, you know, it's chilly out there. For me, it was basically a blizzard. And at first, the blizzard wasn't that bad, until we kept walking for 3 more hours, because now my nose is... My sinuses opened up, my hands started hurting, my nose is running, and lotion could only do so much because I started getting ashy. She turns to me and she notices that I'm about to die. So she's like, "Do you want to sit down somewhere?" "No, nigga, we need to find shelter. Maybe start a fire. Get the blood." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm down." So I was sitting on the bench outside at 2 a.m. and it's dark. And it's still freezing, by the way. Are you cold? Oh my goodness, yes, can we please just set this bench on fire for some warmth? Yeah, but like, it's not that bad though. Now, for the sake of not getting categorized as a freaky black animator, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what you did, but we were just sharing the same spot on the bench. Figure it out. You feel warmer now? Cold? I was cold? Huh? I'm actually warm. Like, I'm actually warm. Like, I'm hot. I'm hot as actually, do you feel this heat? Wait, am I sweaty? Man, like, this is the warmest time. Just gotta put on and I'm going to jail now. Perfect. What are y'all doing out here this late? Oh, we're just chilling and stuff. My heart is actually beating out of my chest. I feel guilty, and I didn't do anything wrong. But after the cop talks to us for a little bit, he's like, "Y'all start heading back to y'all dorm." In 1891, the sport known as basketball was created by a man named James Naismith. And over time, the sport evolved. The teams got better, and things like the three-point line and dunking were introduced. But one thing changed the game forever, known as the alley-oop. When one player throws a pass in the air, anticipating their teammate to catch the ball and dunk it. And what this officer just did was throw an unintentional alley-oop because T looks at me and goes, "Do you want to get back to my dorm?" You still haven't answered my question. Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. I was looking for these things. So we walk all the way back to the dorm. And once we get there, she's like, "So you want to put on a movie?" She gives me the remote, and I just put "They Clone Tyrone." That was the first thing I seen on the screen. So 30 minutes passed, and I looked, and she's looking dead at me. And she's like, "What's up?" And I'm trying to keep my cool, and I'm like, "What are you looking at?" And for the sake of my bills and being monetized, I'm not going to keep going more into detail with the story. So I'm going to just let y'all build y'all conspiracy or whatever. So at this point, it's like 6 a.m. and the sun is up. The sun's coming up. You want me to get you an Uber? So she ends up getting me an Uber, and I go home. Now fast forward through the rest of the semester, and me and her start getting close. Like, it's getting to the point where I'm just like, I may as well make her my girlfriend at this point. And it was like, as soon as I thought that, this girl vanished. No calls, no texts. I just didn't hear from her. Realistically, two things could happen. Either this girl got a boyfriend, or she died, or she got a different priority. These are the only 3 things that actually make sense right now. But 3 weeks later, I get a call from her, and she's like, "Hey, I know I haven't said anything wrong, but I'm gonna be moving closer to home." For context, she's moving back to LA, and the distance from where I'm at is like 4 hours, and I don't have a car. And for damn sure, I cannot pay for a plane ticket. And that was the last time I ever heard from him.
Sometimes life can be a little messy. But with next-gen Nuvella Performance Fabric at Ashley, we've got your whole home covered. So you can get back to what you love, messes and all.
Group projects are a scam. Like, there's really only two ways every group project goes. You either carry or you get carried. You either do all the work or you do none of the work. There's realistically no in-between. So during my junior year of high school, which, by the way, is easily the hardest part of high school, you damn near having tests or a quiz every single day as you don't have other classes to do. But during this time, it was the end of the semester, and for my communications/speech class, we had to do a group speech project as our final exam. And I'm thinking, thank God, the big G up there just answered all my prayers. Like I said before, every group project has the same type of people. Number one is the leader. The leader doesn't even get to decide whether he wants to be the leader or not. He's just picked because he's the smartest and because we all know we're about to finesse this guy to do all the work. The second one is the co-leader. This guy does some of the work in case the leader tries to, but it's just the bare minimum. But like, at least he's doing work, right? Now, number three is the preloader. This guy will help you get like supplies and snacks and things that don't really matter, but as soon as you ask them to do a little bit of work, they turn to, hey, how's the project going? I mean, like, it's good, but like, I'm a little bit stressed from the amount of work I've been doing. Like, do you think you can help me a little bit? Sounds great. By the way, I sharpened a couple pencils to help you work. Let me know if you need something else. Actually, yeah, if you can paraphrase part of this essay for me. Of course. All right. Where's the erasers? Here you go. Oh, thanks. Now that you're back, Loki, can you help me with the rest of the project? Then you have the actual freeloader. This guy does absolutely nothing to help the group pass. And for this speech exam, this is exactly what I need to be. Let me explain. So I had a 68 in this communication class, and I don't know where y'all are from, but in Texas, you need a 70 to pass. So if I pass this exam, then it could probably boost my grade to pass. But there is one problem. I can't tell you I learned in that class. I was either asleep or I wasn't there. Like, this was a clutch situation. 5 seconds on the clock, 50 to 52, and I needed 3 to win. But I can't shoot, and I'm not qualified to play basketball. And LeBron James started. Like, the odds were stacked against me. Wait, can't you technically tie the game up with a late? Shut the f*** up. So my teacher started putting us in groups of 4, and as we were getting picked, I'm starting to realize I'm not seeing any of the smart kids getting added to my group. And when it's all said and done, I realize I am in probably the worst group for the situation that I'm in. Like, this group was destined. No, chosen to fail. Do you remember how I said the type of people in groups? Well, this group had no leader, no co-leader, not even a low-key freeloader. I don't even know if any of the 4 of us were deserving to even be called a freeloader. It was just 4 bums. The first member of the group was Jay, one of my friends and basketball teammate. And Jay is a great guy. Overall great person, a great teammate, just a great guy. You see how I'm not saying smart, but I'm telling you, it gets worse. The second member is a guy who we'll call Hoodie. And I can guarantee you, this man has a 0 in the class. I have never seen him hold a pencil and paper in his hand simultaneously at the same time. Actually, I can't remember a time he wasn't asleep and we sat right next to each other. Third member was Trish. She was probably the only person I had faith in this group when she wasn't high. This girl showed up to class baked every single day. You can smell it, you can see it, you can taste it. Then there's me. Me. Mr. 68 in the class. I already knew I was probably going to be doing all the work, so I decided let's all exchange info so we can talk about the project after class and stay organized. So the project was a 20-slide PowerPoint that lasted 2 weeks, and on the final day we presented to class. So the first week we had to prepare, we did nothing. A full week, and all we did was send a couple hays, send some memes, and we changed the name of the group chat. Destined to fail. The start of the second week, we started trying to set up meetups so we can start working on the project. And you would have thought these people were superheroes the way nobody had time to make it. You also trying to meet up today after school? Busy. Alright, let's just FaceTime. I have an Android. Same. So fast forward, and at this point, it's already Wednesday, and our project is due Friday, so you already know I'm stressing my hair away. Like, I can practically taste summer school, and I start getting desperate, so I start calling them. In any other situation, I 100% wouldn't have done this. I would have just took my L and then hopped on the game. But this was my last chance to avoid summer school. Because you know what's worse than school? More school. So I call Hoodie, no answer. I call Trish, no answer. I call Jay, what's up, Jay? How's the project going? Hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
That's just my voicemail.
I was in shambles. I damn near cried myself to sleep that night thinking about summer school. So fast forward and it's presentation day, and at this point my stress levels are at a 10 because I haven't heard nothing from my partners. So my teacher walks to the front and explains to the class how the project is going to be graded. First was how we dressed. Yes, our teacher made it mandatory that we put that on for a grade. Slacks, collar tees, and business attire. Calm. Second was neatness, which basically means throw some random background on there and throw some random fun and make the PowerPoint look cool. 3 was the ability to convey your thoughts. Basically speak fluently, no stutters, and make sure everyone can understand what you're saying. Calm. 4th was just do the work that's on the rubric. These are the 4 main factors to a good grade. This is all we had to do, right? So now it's our turn to present our project. I'm sweaty, I'm scared, I'm anxious, and Hoodie's not even here yet. So we had to wait another 10 minutes to see if he show up. And I'm thinking, surely he will skip the final exam, right? Hoodie walks in with a dry fit shirt and back. Yeah, I'm going to school. So now that Hoodie's here, our teacher tells us about our project, and Jay goes first. When she I was Jay's slide. We'll play for us. How do I know? Jay couldn't pronounce half the words on his own project. And when you look at the project, the punctuation is flawless. And I know that Jay doesn't even know what a comma is. Jay can't spell Wednesday, but his project is on the level of a Harvard student. So in today's economy? Yeah, I forgot about that. But kids are purple X. Did this nigga just say purple X?
Brian is the best content marketing team lead I've ever worked with. But before he created his content calendar using Monday.com, his strategy was, let's just get something out. Now with Monday.com.
Did you need perplex? Yeah, you're right. I forgot to put that on there. Maybe summer school's not that bad. Like, I can meet some cool people, maybe. Next was shit. Visually, the project was borderline perfect. But as soon as she went to start presenting, so my slide is, how do you have stage fright and we're not even on the stage? The class isn't even awake, but Trish just takes a step back in the middle of a presentation, hands the remote to Hoodie, and smiles. She's smiling like we're not going to summer school. Next was Hoodie, and this is how I knew I was desperate, because I actually had faith that this gentleman was going to do his work. Hoodie opens up his project, and it is one slide with a tiny paragraph that is literally ripped off Wikipedia. God, please just let Tomato come and hit the school, or just at least let it take this nigga. The teacher stops us in the middle of our project, doesn't even let me present my part, which is probably just as garbage, and starts going off on it. Do y'all think this is funny? Ain't nothing funny about summer school. Then Hoodie probably says, the dumbest excuse possible. Yeah, I feel like we just didn't have enough time. In my entire life, this is ranked number 5 in the top 10 dumbest shit you've ever heard. And this just makes the teacher start going off again. And while he's going off, I'm just thinking, low-key, what did you expect? You put 4 bums on a team and expected anything less than this? So after she finishes going off on us, she says, we either take this 0 or we have to do a makeup essay. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, you should just do the essay for the job.
No, I'm doing it.
forced down our throats. Like when I'm on the broke version of SoundCloud and I start getting scary again.
Of course, these two going at it. Of course, they going at it. Better than that with Titus. Bitch! Yeah, you're gonna have to do better than that with Titus. Okay, yeah, they defended her. Alright, this is where it gets fun.
Exploring red light, but they're side characters, so really
I can take you on if you wish.
Tip number 3, be coordinated. If you can't take 10 seconds off the line, you're done for it. You can take 10 cents, you're done for it. If you can't rub your stomach and tap your head at the same time, you're done for it. Just accept you're done. He's almost close. Okay, help him. What
Prepare. So every start building the app itself. And that's it. Your mind. Shine. Tough jobs demand even lightning. The Hercules 20-volt brush was rigorously tested by professionals to make sure your tools work as hard as you do. Hercules combines power, durability,
Alright, here we go.
with the universal 20-volt battery.
Bitch.
Discover why so many Milwaukee and DeWalt users are making the switch to Hercules. Hercules, as good as the best for a whole lot less. Only at Harbor Freight.
We know how this will end.
The best way to describe my freshman year of college was stress. And around this time, I also started to take SUBCRIBE. So with all these responsibilities and things all on top of me, what better ways to deal with all the stress than lives? What? You all agree? No? No? You're right. I don't like cooking hell. Right. I don't know why. I used to like it, but it wasn't like cool. So I looked at my
You're finished.
It's 7-Eleven, bro. Why are you stressing yourself? You're already ugly. Wake and bake, bro. You want to hit? Hey, can someone explain why people that are heavy into the leaky products
Good to see that you're safe and sound.
Use it? Like
The
everyone
pulses
has that
of
one
disorder
friend
are
that
getting
always
stronger.
to take a hit. So on this day, I was working the Popeyes video, which at this point
Let us
the file
hurry.
corrupted 3 times already.
The fighting is far from over.
And on top of that, I had an essay to ChatGPT. I mean, right with my bare hand.
We must
Countless
win,
other
or
homework
there
on
is
top
no
of it.
future
so my
for
stress
us.
levels were already at catastrophic levels of high. And then Ben opened my door and says, "Yo, Paradise, me and Sam about to go to solar system, bro. You trying to join me? Bro, are you already hot? What? Nah, bro. Smoking got me. And before I can even finish my excuse, Ben looks at me like I just fell into his trap card on some Euclid. Whatever do you mean? We're not smoking nothing. Matter of fact, these are brownies, bro.
We can't lose.
And this is really I am a broke, very broke artist. So just the fact that there was edible food was enough to convince me. It was basically like him buying me free lunch. And reason number 2, I don't need weed and edibles. Like, it wasn't really sick. Like, hey, body batter, mix it with plants, and the solar system. Right. I mean, I'm not Bill Nye the Science Guy, but you're not fooling me, nigga. Now here's where the problem started. I made a promise to myself, written in stone. It said, I, Paradise, never partake in magical rituals, but if I do, I want to get high as humanly possible. So say the bed about 4 brownies, 4 on the side, and as a person who doesn't partake in magical rituals, you about passes on what goes to the brownie. But don't forget my famous quote, right? So I decided to buy an entire brownie. Highest AV room or death. That is my motto. When Sam and Ben see I'm doing things, I'm going to start getting one scared. But then also,
You're entitled to a wall.
Whoa, Ben, should we stop him? Nah, he's only too far gone. And plus, this is a kid in the band.
I refuse.
So I eat the 2 brownies and then nothing. The brownie was kind of dry. Brownie plus 4. So let go. Now we're all going to talk about it. Now, you're going to forget this. I'm going to ask you guys to do this. Obviously, I'm already doing the I go, you guys get more than pizza. And before I even finish this sentence, it was like I just regained. So I look at my wall, and my wall is in the day. I look at Sam and I'm like, up, and I can almost swear on my
can't
life
lose.
I get back on my head. Like, I see myself in third person. Shit, is that like... Am I alive? This is how I go out. Like, on Paradise. This nigga lost his mind. Yeah, I was still there. It was like a TV was getting loud, and the head of the TV was just unbearable, and it felt like my clothes were looking like a scrap, and I see the TV was and that's really happened. It wasn't my idea. It was a high. You can't resist it. It was just perfect. And for a split second, I almost went through with this terrible idea. Man, all this noise and pain, I should just make it run outside and cool off, right? And I'm going crazy. This is right? Am I crazy? I feel like I realize I am. So I think it's damn, I need help. I'm too so look at it. He sees my face is all step right now. He's like, whoa. Like, it's gonna be good. Drink some water. Don't make me laugh. Because of how bad can I be? This is how I live. If I tell my mom, I feel how it is. She's just like, hey, it's gonna be good. You know how well I'm tired. So when I said 911, I believe that someone just called me after I said the word 911. Because I could have said, I'm like, oh, why is my father cop? The cop didn't know.
Done talking to a wall.
Jail for lies. They got too cheap for jail. Bro, is this guy crazy? Bro, it's all good. So I probably get up and try to get off the couch and walk to the restroom so I can like pep talk myself or something. I don't know. All I knew was I need to lock back in. I'm like, okay, splash some water in your face, everything's gonna be good. So I go splash water.